Transition, seamless. Do you want to talk about basketball stuff now, sir?
Yeah. Let's talk about actual basketball that's happening right now.
And actual basketball that's happening right now is we are in the midst of the first inaugural in-season tournament, and I think, personally, they did a little oopsie-whoopsie, and I think it's formatted terribly. I think, and we've talked about this before, I just think that taking the 4 games in your group, 2 changes should happen to before the play-in tournament at all. Make it 8 games and make your group be your division.
In-season tournament. I can't remember if we've been saying that the whole time. Last time you said play-in.
I keep saying play-in.
I do
I
too.
keep saying play-in. In-season tournament. It should be 8 games to get in, so you're playing home and away the teams in your group.
Yeah.
I personally believe your group should just be your division and call it good there. Because not every division, basketball is the least mattering of division. Like, division never comes up.
Yeah.
You go to almost any other sport and you take divisions, like there's these just heated rivalries in division because you play each other so many times. Why basketball doesn't try to because how many aggressive in-division rivals do you, usually it's not
really
Celtics,
ever
Sixers,
aggressive, but usually the only people who know about it is the fans of the team. Nuggets and Blazers, Nuggets and Jazz for a little while were kind of a thing just because we play them so often.
But those have no significance to anyone on the national level at all.
Yeah.
Didn't even realize that those games, not that they didn't mean anything, but it's just not. Other than New York and Brooklyn, that one seems pretty I wonder why.
Yeah, just because they're in the same city. But
they're the same city.
Yeah, but
Sixers Celtics, I think, is one that people...
that was what I was going to say. Sixers Celtics is a big one.
But other all-time...
Houston, Dallas matters to them a lot.
Pistons, Bulls might be one. Obviously, both of the franchises have not been at the same level of competitiveness for a bit. They've kind of been... But there was a good 15 years where that was must watch. That's it.
Milwaukee and Chicago used to be a big thing before Detroit.
But I just feel if you're trying to get these play-in tournaments to matter and people to care about them, doing that would do 2 things. Make your division games feel like they matter more.
Yeah.
And then also make
Build
it easier
rivalries.
for the scheduling people. Because all you have to do is turn a light switch and be oh, that Sixers Celtics game or that Nuggets Jazz game on that Friday night, we're just going to make the court fancy and that's going to be an in-season tournament game. And you just do a home and away because in most scenarios, point differential is the 6th thing on the list. Because it's win percentage, and then it's head-to-head, and then it's opponent, record against opponents, and it's opponents against...
Can you explain that one? I'd never heard of that.
Record against same opponents?
Yeah.
So I'll just break down the crazy scenario that happened in East Group C or whatever group the Celtics are in.
So are you talking about just the tiebreakers in the mid-season tournament or
just in general?
I've never heard of that. I'm pretty sure it usually goes, like you said, win percentage, then head-to-head. In a case of a 3-way tie, it's division winners.
But then they have position in the division, higher win percentage within the division if teams are in the same division.
But before all that, I'm pretty sure point differential.
Point differential is at the bottom. In regular
Are you getting
NBA
this
playoffs,
off of something?
Yes, and just...
playoffs? You mean seeding, standings?
Yes, seeding. The point differential is 7th place.
It's okay. So list the things above it. You have a list that you're looking at.
Yeah, I'm looking at it's, and this is about this. I couldn't have done it perfectly, but this is so it's head to head, and then position in the division. So if you're first in the division, that puts you above, obviously. Then it's higher winning percentage within the division if the teams are in the same division. Then it's the higher winning percentage in the conference, and then it's the higher winning percentage compared to the playoff qualifying teams in one's conference. Then it's the higher winning percentage compared to playoff teams in the other conferences, and then we get to the highest point differential. So it almost never comes into play for all of those things to be tied. But the problem with this in-season tournament is steps 3 through 6, which was highest winning percentage, blah, 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 can't apply because there's only 4 games being played. So it jumps instantly to point differential, which just turned into this dumb thing where the Celtics are up by 31 points and they're intentionally fouling Andre Drummond.
Yeah. I don't hate that part of it. I think point differential should be...
And I'm okay with point differential to a certain extent, but I think there should just be 8 games then, so it doesn't matter that much. So there's not one fluky night that the Nuggets, the second or first or third or whatever you think they are best team in basketball, are not in the in-season tournament. What?
But yeah, I mean, it was an unlucky timing of Jamal Murray's injury. And
yes, but my point is obviously they want some variability and it's not just going to be the 8 best teams. They don't want that to be the case, or else they would have structured it way differently different and just took in the top 4 in the standings of each side and just said, you're in the tournament, gamers. But that's not what they did. They wanted it to have some sort of variability, and they wanted some games to matter more. And I just think that, like, I just find it interesting. Like, the Thunder also being a team that aren't in it is weird to me. I'm also just a Thunder. I'm just a Thunder guy. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
We ranted about the in-season tournament. What are your thoughts on the in-season tournament there, sir?
Yeah, I'd agree with you. I think that they should do
8 teams would just be healthier.
8 games, yeah.
8
home
games.
and away.
With your division.
Yeah, I would like that too. Just because the groups thing just seems so random and so like unnecessary because it's the same exact structure as the divisional landscape.
And I don't think any division doesn't have 2 okay teams.
Yeah.
Like,
every like the way these groups were split up was a little uneven like already.
Was worse than divisions would have been.
At least like not any better.
Because like breaking them down, I could go through and name 2 good teams in each one. Atlantic, Celtics, Sixers. In the Southeast, Heat and
That's
Atlanta.
The one
they're
okay.
okay.
Gonna get one in.
They're
but yeah.
okay. Atlanta's okay.
Magic right now are actually really good.
Magic. I apologize, Orlando fans. And then you've got in the Central, the Bucks and the who am I missing?
I mean, there's Pacers have been pretty good. Cavs.
Pacers, Cavs. Combined, they have 2 decent teams. If you add all. Then you've got to the Western side, T-Wolves, Nuggets. Then you've got Lakers,
Dallas.
Kings, Lakers, Clippers, whatever way you want to do it.
Yep,
Dallas, Houston.
Yep, Dallas, Houston.
And then actually it'd be like Lakers,
or
Suns.
Dallas, New Orleans.
Every division has a healthy at least 2 good teams.
Yeah.
So it's not like one team would be like, oh, my division totally sucks and walks through it easily.
For sure.
So why they couldn't have just done already 5-team groups. And this whole thing's going to get reshuffled. Probably not that much. It'll probably just be whoever wins each group gets to be the person in the in-season tournament when the things get reshuffled when they add new teams to the NBA. Because the NBA is primed for expansion, Adam, if you haven't heard yet.
Yeah, I think they'll just add another division, I'm guessing. Like,
yeah,
do it like
just NFL. It'll just be straight up the NFL.
The NFL structure.
Every
Other
division
than
will have...
the conferences will still be East and West, but...
Yeah, but every division will have 4 teams.
4.
And then in the in-season tournament, the winner of that little round robin thing.
Actually, I'm pretty sure what they want to do at some point, like if you add 2 more teams, make it 32. That's like such a perfect number for doing tournaments and stuff. Like they want to do in-season tournament that includes all 32.
And
maybe
then
they'll have like a runway before to figure out seeding.
Yeah.
Or like they'll do something similar probably with like how they figure out seeding, but everybody makes it into the actual bracket round, you know?
But I just think that if in the current format we're looking at, playing 8 games, a home and away, as opposed to 4, where you get 2 home and 2 away, but not against the same teams, would be healthy and beneficial, not only to make the games feel more important, but I just think that it would also be able to extend it a little bit longer, which maybe they want, maybe they don't want. We've talked about maybe as a way to improve the in-season tournament, making the championship game be what opens up All-Star Weekend.
Yeah, that would be awesome.
And it would also give like another, like, especially if they put a team in Vegas, you can't just go play at Vegas every time. Like you can, but it would be like cooler to rotate where it's at in different places that have the All-Star game would also have this game. And then the only thing is you guarantee the teams that play in the championship game would have they're guaranteed to not play until the Thursday of the next week. Like they get the same amount of break as everybody else. Not the same amount, but at the minimum of a long enough break.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, that would be interesting. I feel like that would be fun just to have like all the stars from around the NBA be in the building, you know? Like that would just be a fun atmosphere. Like something that's unprecedented. Like having a bunch of NBA players, like active NBA players all watching a different actual game.